Hello everyone, welcome to Numeric Learning. Today we will be solving questions from the chapter Coordinate Geometry from class 10. Let's get started. Make sure you're doing all of these questions, and it's really good that you practice questions on your own if you are a student of 10. So the first question is, find the distance between 2 points, namely A minus 1 comma 5 and B 6 comma minus 2. Okay, so let me tell you the formula. You have, whenever you are given 2 points, namely say A given by x1 comma y1, and you have another point, namely x2 comma y2. Okay, and there is a line joining these 2 points, x1, x2, y1, y2 could be any point. The distance formula would be capital D is equal to root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Okay, you can also write it as x1 minus x2 the whole square, because it does not make any difference when you're squaring it. The negative will become positive, right? It will not make any difference at all. So this is the distance formula. Now let us just substitute and calculate. So b is equal to square root of, so what is x2 here? So let your x2 comma y2 be 6 and minus 2. Let your x1 and y1 be minus 1 and 5. So let me write it. So here this is 6 minus of minus 1, which is 6 plus 1 the whole square, plus y2 is minus 2 minus 5 the whole square. So this is equal to square root of 6 plus 1 7 square plus again minus 7 the whole square. Okay, so this is nothing but square root of 49 plus 49, which is root of 98, right? So if you take 98, if you do the prime factorization, so you have 2, 2 4s are 8, 2 9s are 18, again 7 7s are 49. So this is nothing but it is 7 root 2, and you have to just write units. This because it's a distance between 2 points, right? So you can write the unit, you can just simply write whatever value you're getting in terms of its units. Okay, so that's the difference between, so what you've calculated 7 root 2 is the distance between minus 1 comma 5 and 6 comma minus 2. It's the shortest distance. If you're just drawing a line joining these 2 points, the distance would be 7 root 2 units. Let's move on to the next question. Here, if Q 0 comma 2 is equidistant from the points P 5 comma minus 3 and R x comma 7, find the value of x. So here you are given, say there is a point Q 0 comma 2, okay, and this point is equidistant from 2 other points, namely P 5 comma minus 3 and another point is R x comma 7. Find the value of x. Okay, since it's equidistant means equal distance, Q is equal, it has an equal distance from P as well as R, so you can write PQ is equal to QR. Okay, you can, so the distance between P and Q, if you're taking, you'll have a square root of x2 minus x1. So in order to remove the square root when you're calculating the distance between P and Q and R, we can square it on both the sides. Okay, in order to remove the square root from the distance formula itself. So PQ square equal to QR square, and now you can use the distance formula but without the square root because we have already squared. So this would become PQ square is nothing but 5 minus 0 the whole square plus minus 3 minus 2 the whole square is equal to again x minus 0 the whole square plus 7 minus 2 the whole square. So this is nothing but 5 square plus minus 5 the whole square plus, it's not plus, sorry, equal to x minus 0 is x square plus again 5 square, isn't it? So this either from either side you can just cancel the 5 square. So what is left is x square equal to minus 5 the whole square is just 25, and x is equal to plus or minus 5. So you can just write plus or minus root of 25, which is just 5. Coordinates of x. So x can either be plus 5 or minus 5. Okay, plus or minus 5. That's the value of x here. This is the x coordinate of the point R. So you need not write as units because it's not the distance. It's the x coordinate. So the answer is plus or minus 5. Okay. Let's do another question. Find the distance between the points. You are given 2 points, namely a cos theta plus b sin theta comma 0 is 1 point, and 0 comma a sin theta minus. So you are just given 2 points and you have to calculate the distance. Okay, so let me just draw this. Let it be a. This is your b, and distance between a and b. The point is a cos theta plus b sin theta comma 0. So this is your x comma y coordinate of a point. The b coordinates are 0 comma a sin theta minus b cos theta. Now let us apply the distance formula. Distance formula is equal to d is equal to square root of 0 x2 minus x1. x1 is a cos theta plus b sin theta the whole square. Okay, x2 minus x1 is over plus y2 minus y1. What is y2? A sin theta minus b cos theta minus 0 the whole square. Right? So, the first time when you are writing, please substitute the values. Now, this is equal to 0 minus of something, right? This is, so 0 will get ignored. So, minus of some a cos theta plus b sin theta whole square. So, my negative the whole square is positive. So, what we are left with is just a cos theta plus b sin theta the whole square plus, again, any number minus 0 is the same number. So, here also you will write just the term itself, a sin theta minus b cos theta the whole square. Okay. Now, let us expand using a plus b and a minus b the whole square. So, a square cos square theta a square plus b square sin square theta plus 2ab. So, 2ab cos theta sin theta plus, again, a minus b the whole square. So, a square sin square theta plus b square cos square theta minus 2ab sin theta cos theta. So, what will get cancelled? This plus 2ab cos theta sin theta minus 2ab cos theta sin theta will get cancelled. Now, what is left here? You can combine the terms with a square, right? A square cos square theta and a square sin square theta. See, you have a square cos square theta and then a square sin square theta. Take a square common. What is inside is just cos square theta plus sin square theta. Plus, take b square common. You will have sin square theta plus, again, see here, you've got b square common sin square theta plus cos square theta. Okay, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Right? So, this is nothing but a square plus b square is the answer. That is your distance between these 2 points. So, this is your answer. Now, moving on to the next question. You are given if 0, minus 3 and 0, 3 are the 2 vertices of an equilateral triangle, find the coordinates of the third vertex. Let's just draw an equilateral triangle here. Okay, and let the first coordinate point, first vertex be 0, minus 3. B is just 0, 3. And your C, the third vertex, we don't know. Let us take it as x, y. Since we are given that this triangle is an equilateral triangle, which means what? All the 3 sides are equal. Okay. Since triangle ABC is equilateral, therefore, you can write AB is equal to BC is equal to AC. All the 3 sides are equal. Let us calculate the distance between A and B. Okay. So, what is the distance between AB? Root of 0 minus 0 the whole square plus 3 minus of minus. So, 3 plus 3 the whole square, which is equal to square root of 3 plus 3, 6 the whole square. which is equal to just 6 units. Okay, that's the distance between A and B. Correct? Now that we know the distance between A and B, now we can calculate A and C. So AC will also, the distance between A and C will also be 6, right? So 6 is equal to the distance between A and C, which is equal to, let us do it. So here you will have 0 minus x the whole square plus minus 3 minus y the whole square. Okay, this is equal to 6. When you square on both the sides, what will you get? 36 is equal to x square plus, if you take a negative out, it will become positive. So you have 3 plus y the whole square. So what do you get here? 36 is equal to x square plus 9 plus y square, a plus b the whole square. Okay, plus 6y. Correct? So let this be the first equation. Let's rearrange the terms and write. So you have x square plus y square plus 6y plus 9 minus 36 equal to 0. So you have your x square plus y square plus 6y minus 27 equal to 0. Okay, so this is your first equation. Right? Similarly, we know the distance between B and C will also be 6 units. Right? This, all of the three distances will be 6. So let us calculate for B to C. Okay, so 6 is equal to, the distance between B and C will be equal to square root of, what do we write? X minus 0 the whole square plus y minus 3 the whole square. Squaring both the sides, so you'll have 36 equal to x square plus y minus 3 the whole square. So 36 is equal to, expand it, x square plus y square plus 9 minus 6y. Take it all to one side, so you'll have x square plus y square minus 6y plus 9 minus 36 equal to 0. So when you simplify it, what did you get? X square plus y square minus 6y minus 27 equal to 0. So this is your equation 2. And 1 is equal to 2, right? Since 1 is equal to 2, what do you get? You can write x square plus y square plus 6y minus 27 is equal to the equation 2. X square, because the distances are the same, plus y square minus 6y minus 27. So here x square, y square minus 27 will get cancelled. What are you left with? 6y plus 6y equal to 0. So 12y equal to 0, which means y is equal to 0. Okay, is y equal to 0. So now you can put it in any one of the equations. So let's put y equal to 0 in equation 1. Okay, so what did you get? So x square, so I'm just writing it from here. Okay, this is our equation 1. So x square plus y square plus 6y minus 27 equal to 0. So y is 0, right? So we will have only x square term. X square minus 27 equal to 0. And x square equal to plus 27 and x is equal to plus or minus root of 27. So 27 is nothing but 3 cube. So it is nothing but 3 root 3, right? X is equal to 3 root 3. Therefore, what are the coordinates? Now you know x and y. You have to calculate the third vertex, right? Provided you know x and y, you can write. Therefore, the coordinates of the third vertex are, write down. Therefore, the coordinates, so you will have a plus or minus here. The possible coordinates of the third vertex are 3 root 3 comma 0, or you could even have minus 3 root 3 comma 0. These are the possible coordinates of the third vertex. Okay, I hope you understood. Very, very easy. So if you are given a specific triangle, right, you have to understand what is the characteristic of that particular triangle. So since it's equilateral, all the three sides are equal. So first we calculate the distance between any 2 points whose coordinates are known to us. And using that distance, we are applying it on the other 2 sides and getting 2 different equations, which we are later on we are equating AC and BD. Okay. So when you are equating, you are getting only one of the coordinate, that is y equal to 0. And then y equal to 0 can be substituted in any one of the equation and you can get x also. So x comma y is obtained. Right? Now, the last question. Find the following for a point minus 2 comma 3. Okay, so you are given a point P minus 2 comma 13. Okay, so this is your x coordinate, this is your y coordinate. What do you mean by abscissa? So abscissa means the x coordinate. Abscissa means your x coordinate. What's your x coordinate here? It is minus 2. Okay, what do you mean by ordinate? Ordinate means your y coordinate. So this is your x and ordinate is your y. What is your y coordinate? It is 13. Quadrant. The next question is, which quadrant will the point lie? So if you take your Cartesian plane, right? Here, this is your first quadrant where both the values are positive. Okay. This is your second quadrant where your x values are negative and y is positive. Third quadrant wherein both the x and y are negative. And in the fourth quadrant, x is positive and y is negative. So if you take your minus 2 comma 13, it will lie in the second quadrant. Okay, so it will be somewhere like this, minus 2 comma 13. Okay, so this will be your point. It will be in the second quadrant. So which quadrant does it lie? Second quadrant. And next question, distance from x-axis. What is the distance of the point from x-axis? So distance of a point from x-axis will always be your y coordinate. What is your y coordinate here? It is 13, right? So you can just write 13 units. And what is the distance of the point from y-axis? It will be your x coordinate, which is 2. Ignore the negative sign. You can just write 2 units. And that's your answer. Okay. So whenever you're given a point, okay, the first value is your x coordinate, which is also called as abscissa. The second value is your y coordinate, which is your ordinate. Okay. It's called x is abscissa, y is ordinate. Which quadrant will the point lie? You have to remember the 4 quadrants and the signs of positive, negative sign of each of the x and y coordinates here. So the first one is negative, positive means it's a second quadrant. Distance from x-axis will always be your y coordinate. Distance from y-axis will be your x coordinate. So that's all. So that was a quick daily practice questions from the chapter Coordinate Geometry. Hope it was useful. Definitely let me know in the comments if you found it useful. Continue learning practice maths every day, and that's all for today. Thank you.